Royal Caribbean International has just announced that they're going to go ahead and postpone the inaugural sailing of the newest ship, the Odyssey of the Seas, because a couple of the crew members on board tested positive for COVID. The World Navigator is all set to sail in Egypt and Greek Isles this summer 2021. Viking Cruises has gone ahead and welcomed their first US guests back on their cruise ships out of Bermuda. Also, we've got the first cruise ship to sail out of Hamburg, which happens to be the Hanseatic nature. What's good everyone, a very good morning to one and all. You're watching Get Cruise Ship Info and more. But before we jump right into the video, may I request you to please go ahead and click that subscribe button and activate notifications so that you stay updated with the latest cruise news updates, and you also help me grow my channel in a huge way. Now, without further ado, let's get started. To begin with, we've got Royal Caribbean International with their newest ship, the Odyssey of the Seas. So, as of today, the Odyssey of the Seas crew will go in a 14-day quarantine again after 8 of their crew members tested positive for COVID-19. Now, the good news is that out of 8, 6 team members who tested positive are asymptomatic and 2 of them are only showing mild symptoms. The crew members are being quarantined on board and are being closely monitored by the ship's medical team. Royal Caribbean's brand new ship arrived in Fort Lauderdale, set to debut on the 3rd of July. This happened after the company took a call to cancel their Mediterranean sailings, which are out of Haifa in Israel. Now, the ship will have to postpone their inaugural test sailings again to the 31st of July 2021. A statement from Royal Caribbean International spokesperson mentioned that out of an abundance of caution, we are postponing the Odyssey of the Seas first sailings from the 3rd of July until the 31st of July 2021. The simulation cruise or the test cruise, originally scheduled for late June, will also be rescheduled. Michael Bailey, the president and CEO of Royal Caribbean International, described this particular situation as 2 steps forward and 1 step back. During routine testing, 8 crew members received a positive test result for COVID-19. All 1,400 crew members on board Odyssey of the Seas were vaccinated on the 4th of June and will be considered fully vaccinated on the 18th of June. The positive cases were identified after the vaccination was given and before they were fully effective. Now, the 8 crew members, 6 of which who are asymptomatic and 2 with mild symptoms, were quarantined and are being closely monitored by the medical team. To protect the remaining crew and prevent any other further cases, we will have all crew quarantined for a total of 14 days and continue our routine testing. Guests and travel partners will be notified and given several options to consider. While disappointing, this is the right decision for the health and well-being of our crew and guests. These were the words of Mr. Bailey after this particular incident of crew members testing positive on board. Atlas Ocean Voyages has announced new summer 2021 itineraries for its first newly constructed expedition ship, the World Navigator. Now, in a press release announcement, the updated inaugural season includes alternating departures from Athens, Piraeus, and Cairo, Alexandria. Starting on the 4th of August, the 5 new itineraries ranging from 7 to 12 nights features UNESCO World Heritage sites at nearly all of the 14 unique ports of call and include the multiple nights in either Cairo or Mykonos in Greece. Atlas said that the itinerary changes reflect Atlas's response to geopolitical uncertainty in Israel as a part of the cruise brand's commitment to guest safety and health. The safety and health of our guests and staff is our top priority. These were the words of Alberto Aliberti, president of Atlas Ocean Voyages. While we would like to carry out our original Holy Land itineraries this summer, the region's geopolitics does not make it prudent. However, we've created World Navigator's Egypt and Greek Isles voyages to offer travelers a new, unique and superior choice of exclusive, once-in-a-lifetime experience in true luxe adventure style. On the 4th of August, which will be a maiden voyage, guests will also be hosted at an included celebration dinner and party on the Giza Plateau, overlooking the iconic pyramids, which will be illuminated into the evening exclusively for the World Navigator guests. Due to her small size, the World Navigator will also exclusively call at small and authentic Greek islands where larger ships cannot reach. At port, the World Navigator guests can enjoy a choice of complimentary shore excursions as well as other optional immersive experiences. Complimentary tour options include a traditional Mykonos village, Anomera, a visit to Akrotiri, ranked among the world's top archaeological sites, and Alexandria's National Museum and its iconic library. Guests seeking to delve deeper into Egyptian and Greek heritage can opt for premium escorted overland tours, which include all the major sites of Alexandria, Cairo, Luxor, and Athens. Now, all the shore excursions and overland tours will be conducted in small groups. The World Navigator guests will be subject to Atlas's all-inclusive, all-the-way promise, which includes complimentary round-trip air travel, choice of a shore excursion at each port, prepaid gratuities, shipboard gourmet dining, premium beverages, and much more. Now, all the staff and crew are well trained and will observe stringent health protocols, and guests will participate in screening tests prior to boarding and during the voyage. Viking Cruises has welcomed American guests on board for the first time in 15 months today in Bermuda, as the company continues to successfully restart operations. The guests boarded the award-winning Viking Orion in Hamilton and will sail the new Bermuda Escape itinerary. Offered as a part of Viking's Welcome Back collection, exclusively available for vaccinated guests. This is the first of the 8 round-trip sailings from Hamilton planned for the summer of 2021. This is what Torstein Hagen, chairman for Viking, had to share. Today is an extraordinary milestone as the world continues to reopen for international travel. On behalf of the entire Viking family, we are delighted to welcome our loyal American guests back on board. We applaud the government of Bermuda for its collaboration and support as we have restarted our operations. Bermuda has been a favorite destination among our guests since our ocean ships began sailing there in 2017, and we look forward to introducing even more Viking guests to the island's history, culture, and phenomenal natural beauty. Viking successfully restarted operations in May and has been sailing in England with the British guests since 22nd of May. Later this month, Viking will launch a welcome back sailings around Iceland and in the Mediterranean, and will restart its European river operations in July 2021 with select itineraries in Portugal, France, and along the Rhine. Hapag-Lloyd Cruises' Hanseatic nature has become the first cruise ship to operate a commercial voyage in Hamburg, Germany since the start of the pandemic. The 230-passenger vessel has departed from the cruise center Altona on the evening of 15th June. This is what Simon Maraski, managing director of the terminal operator Cruisegate of Hamburg, had to share. We are very pleased that the cruise season in Hamburg has started today with Hapag-Lloyd Cruises, and to finally welcome a cruise ship with guests and crew at our terminals again. Last summer showed that safe cruises are possible even in times of a pandemic. For this year's restart, we have additionally overviewed, adapted, and improved the operational and hygienic concepts that were elaborated with the cruise lines last year and which have proven successful. So, a total of 81 calls took place to and from Hamburg in the 2020 season. None of the cruises taking place after the restart in June 2020 had experienced any incidents. The port of Hamburg was one of the cruise ports globally to manage a controlled restart in close collaboration with the authorities and cruise lines. Guidelines for the resumption of the cruise business regulated, among other things, the implementation of infection control concepts at the terminals. Now, in addition to Hapag-Lloyd Cruises, AIDA Cruises have a plan in place to sail from Hamburg starting next month, that is July 2021. Moving on to Cunard Line. Cunard Line is set to resume operations from the 19th of July 2021 as the Queen Elizabeth will offer a series of UK voyages from Southampton, England, and beginning October 13, 2021, sailing internationally with new voyages, including voyages to the Iberian coast and Canary Islands. The Queen Elizabeth will then leave the UK in mid-February to resume her previously scheduled season in Japan from the 13th of April 2022. The Queen Mary 2 will resume sailing with a transatlantic crossing on the 14th of November 2021 as per her existing schedule, and will now sail a series of voyages around the Caribbean between January and April 2022, with embarkation options from Southampton, New York, Hamburg, before resuming her existing published schedule, which is for 24th of April 2022. The Queen Victoria will embark on 3 new voyages departing from Southampton from the 22nd of April, which includes Western Europe, the Baltics, and the Iberian coast, before resuming her existing published schedule on the 20th of May 2022. This is what Simon Balator, president of Cunard, had to share. On 19th of July, Queen Elizabeth's crew and I will be welcoming guests on board as we start our return to sailing. This will be a momentous day for Cunard, as after a long pause, we finally get back to doing what we love doing. hosting guests for fantastic vacations. To say we cannot wait would be an understatement. Sadly, the path of return to sailing across international waters is less clear, and we are extremely sorry for the huge disappointment cancellations will cause for all guests who have been affected. Unfortunately, there are simply too many international ports of call affected by the ongoing complexities of COVID-19, which has sadly led to this decision. We're really excited about the new itineraries mentioned, such as Queen Mary 2 sailings around the Caribbean, and hopefully these will appeal to those looking for some much needed winter sun and those looking for adventure later this year in 2022. And with that, we conclude our cruise news updates for 16 June. Please do share your comments down below. And yes, if you enjoyed watching this cruise update, a subscribe for my channel and a thumbs up for my video will really be appreciated. Until next time, you take care and stay safe.